This video, once again, is for the court. These are my expert witnesses that I would call on. If I was going to be in trial against the FBI for accusations, these people I would want subpoenaed in my court. Right here. This is another guy from San Antonio, Texas. Type YouTube, Dr. John Hall, and there he is. Dr. John Hall on gang stalking. 528 views. He's from San Antonio, Texas, right where I'm from. Right where the targeting started, right where everything started, baby. Here we go. He's got about 528 views. Okay. I mean, this is evidence. I'm gonna let you hear a story. Here we go. This is from Dr. John Hall, who's an anesthesiologist. He's a doctor from San Antonio, Texas, going through the same thing I'm going through. Here we go.
John Hall. I'm a medical doctor in San Antonio, Texas, author of A New Breed: Satellite Terrorism in America. The book is about my experience with a female target in San Antonio, Texas, that was the victim of what we think is a satellite-based tracking and harassment system based on directed energy weaponry and electromagnetic weaponry used by the government. My impetus for writing the book was to expose the fact that this technology is being used nationwide and globally in an apparent experimental fashion to harass certain people. This started about 2006, was ongoing with the...
Mine started back in 1994, folks. In 1994, while serving in the military.
Moved out of the city where she was being targeted. The perpetrators of the targeting were a private investigative group owned and operated by a former FBI agent.
Okay, I'm going to stop there, okay? He just said that the people harassing his girlfriend was a former FBI agent using government weapons on his girlfriend. Hear it again. I'm going to let you hear it again.
Was ongoing with the female victim that I wrote about until her name was changed and she was moved out of the city where she was being targeted. The perpetrators of the targeting were a private investigative group owned and operated by a former FBI agent who hired nothing but his relatives to work for him. We spent a lot of time doing counter surveillance on this group to make sure that we had the correct identities. Once their identities were turned into the police, they then began to target me with some stalking and break-ins into my home. They did victimize me with some stalking and some home break-ins. As of lately, they have fairly left me alone, I think due to the publicity I've gotten from the book and the screenplay that's been written on the book. The group perpetrating the attacks in San Antonio and in other Texas cities has been identified by myself and others independently of me and is a former FBI agent running a private investigative group. I've never directly approached them, but we did spend quite a bit of money counter-surveilling them, running their plate numbers, and making sure that we have legitimate identities. The private investigative group is accessing a government form of tracking technology and electromagnetic weaponry that allows them to remotely track a person, apparently via electromagnetic impulses picked up from their brain, as well as basically torture them with electromagnetic weaponry that can cause increase in heart rate, muscle twitches, heartburn, severe headache, blurred vision, and attacks on the central nervous system. This is actually being reported by approximately 300,000 other people nationwide and appears to be experimental in nature.
The people doing the targeting, do you think it's basically overseen by one group or a lot of different groups?
The perpetrator groups doing this type of targeting do have to be given access to this technology. This isn't technology that anyone can get online and find access to. At the very top, there are appropriate agencies collecting the data. However, at the community level in each major city, there are perpetrator groups that are pretty much allowed carte blanche to use this technology however they see fit. Some are attacking certain groups based on sexual orientation, gender, or race. Some are using it for corporate espionage, but in the grand scheme of things, as the data comes back to appropriate agencies, the mix does appear random. But as I said, there are like a group in Palm Springs that's mostly gay men being targeted. The group in San Antonio mostly uses this for harassment for sexual assault purposes. But even though each city may have a group using it for specific reasons, in the grand scheme of things, if you look globally, it's a random sample. While I've only a couple of times actually tried to measure for radiation, I know several targets have actually measured for ionizing radiation or X-ray type of radiation, and have found there to be ionizing radiation in their homes. I never had that experience with myself or the victim.
There you go. And that's Dr. John Hall, right from San Antonio. He's a victim. And what I'm trying to tell you is that the FBI has this information, but they're ignoring the facts. This is doctors. This is an ex-CIA operative. We're talking about Dr. Robert Duncan and Dr. John Hall. These are expert witnesses, folks. How can you deny that? He's a doctor. All right.